that. So, yeah. Welcome to Train Talk with Mike and Ken. This is my other brother, Ken, who's going to introduce or tell us what we're going to do.
Oh, all right. Well, Mike offered to come over and see if we could just talk and go over some things that we've learned and some things that we've learned we shouldn't have learned because it didn't work out right. But he wanted to see my layout, and maybe at some point I'm pretty sure we will go over to his and look at his.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We both have strengths. He's more humble than I. That's an ongoing thing that we've had. Who was more humble?
You admit it finally.
So I was thinking maybe we would just run around this track, maybe this side. They match each other. Over there is the same as this side, so we don't need to go over there. But.
So can you show me what you're doing right here? I really like what you did with the tunnel. I'm not sure what you're doing with it.
Yeah.
And just talk about why you've got it sitting where you're sitting at.
Yep. So I'm just starting to set the foam. This isn't glued in place. This track is actually going to be up on top, but I'm just using it to get all my lines. I'll glue that up. I'm getting a 3% grade all the way down around.
So you have 3% everywhere, including back over here?
3%. So 1% grade is 1 unit high versus 100 units long. So if you want 3%, it's going to be 3 units high, still 100 units long. I simplified it to it's an 1/8 of an inch per foot. Works out to 1%, pretty close. It's a little more than 1%, but for me, I'm satisfied with that.
Did you have that on your other set?
Not quite.
More or less?
I was as high as 5%. On the old layout that was here, it was 5% in places.
Because I know I had 4% on one of mine, and the Locomotive pulled it up okay, but I think it's more than what they recommend.
Yeah.
Because it'll eventually burn out the motor.
Mm-hmm. Someone had said that there was a place, I think down in Virginia or Carolina, somewhere down south, that had a real train like that. That was a steep 5%.
No kidding.
And they have since discontinued it just recently.
And so, what are you doing with the tunnel here? What is that?
I'm not sure exactly out, but that's going to be a road that goes to nowhere and fast. And then there'll be one over there as well that does the same thing. I'm not sure if I'm having industry or residential on this side yet. And whichever I have here, I'll have the other on the other side. There'll be another whole track. There'll be 2 sets of track that will be separate from each other. And over there will be, what do you call them, the turnouts? Where the trains, where you can shunt trains around and switch them in and out. So that's what it will be over there behind it.
And you've got this sitting on your track now, just so that you can get the layout of the foam, is that right?
Yep.
And how are you gonna make the transition here? I see you haven't cut anything out of there yet. What are you planning on doing there?
Well, I'm going to cut it one way or another. I think you had suggested actually taking a saw and just cutting a groove in so that the track would, so this would stay at this height, and we cut a groove in to create a more of a landscaping effect.
To give it more terrain depth?
Yeah, I think I like that idea.
Be interesting to see how that comes out. Cool, all right, well you got a lot of stuff going on here that's really neat.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at, what else are we doing?
So the other thing is this is HO scale and it's DC. It's not DCC because couldn't afford it. It's an expensive switchover.
I've gone through the same thing.
I think all the track would be good either way, but then it's a different controller and different logos. So that's that.
And so we're going to talk about also weighing up cars. I brought a couple over in. I want you to show me how to weigh them and how you've been doing that. And I thought at one time you had problems doing some steel wheels.
Yep.
I thought I'd show you how I do it, and then maybe you can pick up on something, I don't know.
Yeah.
So weighing a car, this is one of my favorites here.
Yeah.
The Ralston Purina, because we have a Ralston Purina plant in
Right.
John Prairie that we used to have. And so we're used to seeing these cars come along. And so this is one of my favorites. So how would you weigh this up? I've already got steel wheels on it.
So we're at 2.9.
And you said it's supposed to be a 3?
So it's supposed to start with 1 ounce, and then for every 6 inches, you add for every inch, you add a half ounce. So that would be 3 and 4 ounces. Does that sound right? I was just looking that up. If you know, leave a comment, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know how much we don't know.
If you notice on my channel, I do that often. Leave a comment and let me know what you think, or if there's a better way to do something. While that's still on.
Yeah. So the initial weight should be an ounce, and then for every inch, another half ounce. So if it's 6, it's 1 ounce plus 3 ounces. So it should be 4 ounces.
So I need 2 full ounces on that car.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So it's these are 1/4 ounce weights. They just I bought those at Harbor Freight.
So 4 of them would be 1 ounce.
Yeah.
And you just
check one of my other cars.
stick it on there?
Yeah, we took the back off it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better, yeah. This one's weighted, also has steel wheels. It does.
So we're up to 3.7, we're almost at 4.
Yep.
And that's what you,
Is that what we figured?
we
1
figured
ounce
4, right?
plus 4 ounces.
Oh, okay, all right. So that one is weighed up properly. Feels so heavy. Okay, steel wheels.
wheels.
You want some steel wheels on there?
Sure.
I don't know if you did this. I wanted to ask you if you did. This one doesn't have steel wheels. Okay. Okay. So get this truck off. Kaya, you still going wild?
Still going on.
I see he gets in your videos every now and then.
Yeah.
My goodness, Kaya. Those are steel. Anyway.
Just been painted?
But this is what I was wondering if you did. Do you have one of these cutters that came with your set? You have to put it in there. Like that. And turn the cutter so it cuts those out. Cuts out the inside of that holder to the same pitch as the end of these wheels.
I don't think I have one.
I think when I saw the first car you had, I think you said that it turned hard for some reason. I'm wondering if this is why. So after turning that, trying to cut them, steel wheel should turn pretty smooth. Yeah, that turns pretty nice there. So this came with a package of wheels that I bought from Alpers. This is what I get, and the last package came with one, but I don't see one in this one. So maybe sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't know. Let's see. What else you want to talk about?
what do you got here?
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite consorts. This Locomotive and the Tender came in a box of junk, basically, that I got from a train show years ago, where there was maybe some turnouts and some people, a building or two, just a small box. I never opened it up, never looked in it for years and years. And I don't remember if you were with me when I did pull this out. This was wrapped up in a piece of tissue paper, just buried in the bottom of the box. And I opened it up. I think I took a picture of it and sent it to you. And I said, look what I just found. I didn't know that I had. So that was pretty awesome. What a surprise that was. Runs beautiful. I love that little, the 240 steam engine, obviously.
What does that mean, 240?
So there's 2 wheels in the front, 4 in the middle, and there's none in the back on this one. As the train box gets longer, they would put wheels back here to support the cab. So it could be, it could be a 4-6, 4 or something like that, depending on the number of wheels it has.
That doesn't necessarily mean that a certain one of those drive, does it?
No, but the middle one is usually the drive wheels. That's why I say 2, 4, 0.
I never grasped that.
There's so much about this stuff I never understood. So we had some questions. We were going to ask questions about why did you get into railroading? Why did you start doing this?
Why did I? I remember having one as a kid, like around the Christmas tree kind of setting, and just going around and seeing, occasionally seeing one or something. I got thinking, boy, that would be a great hobby, something to do as I get older, get close to retirement.
Yeah, we're not getting there, are we?
So I guess that's why I just was looking for sort of a hobby, and it's been a lot of fun.
And now you can do it now that you're retired and
semi-retired.
doing tiny houses and working on railroads.
Yeah,
lots of fun. That's what I do. For me, a friend of mine, Tom Winans, was big into railroads. He was part of a club and just loved it. And he had a lot of detailed layouts at his job. He used to work at the Caledonia County Airport. And I'd go up there and visit with him from time to time and look at his set. And it was just so amazing. And I just started doing one myself. And then, of course, he died tragically. And I put it away for years and years and years. And then you started doing yours. And mine was sitting in the corner, and I knew it needed expansion. It had all kinds of problems, and you saw some of that on my videos that I've done. And you just started putting together a table. And I said, well, wait a minute, I can do that.
Yes, you can.
So I cleared out a bigger area, made a bigger table for me, and just started in. And your techniques of just building was just inspired me to say, well, I can do that. I can do that. Competition, right? Competition.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm humbler than you are, so.
Definitely.
We do have something else we'd like to talk about, and it's my sister that came down from Alaska. She visits every year, and she brings some interesting.
Did she send you a picture of the Northern Lights?
She did. They were incredible.
When she was flying back, just recently the Northern Lights have been really powerful, and she's up near Alaska, and she got some beautiful pictures.
We were supposed to see them here, but it was so cloudy last night. I don't think anybody got them.
Right.
Yeah. So she brought down some of this that is mostly gone down.
That's a good thing.
Pickled jalapeno peppers. They call it cowboy candy up there. And I brought a sandwich for us to try one, and if you're brave enough.
Oh, I guess I am.
Okay, so I grabbed this chicken salad sandwich from Subway. And you can have half of that.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna put a pickled jalapeno pepper.
Peter Piper picked a pack of Peter jalapeno peppers.
And since the cowboy didn't have utensils anyway, so we're just gonna grab them out of there. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this is looking good. I got mine.
I got mine.
Oh, yours is bigger. Can you get one out of there?
Oh, I don't think so.
Sure you can. There you go.
Look at that. What am I doing with this?
Put it right on your sandwich.
Honey, you said this, I don't take heat very well.
Oh, this should be good then.
Should clean that knife.
And I brought a soda for you to wash down with afterwards.
Not looking forward to this. Oh, it's the real original taste.
So, what do you think? Ready?
I don't know.
Bon appetit.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, I taste the pickle part. There's the heat. The heat's coming. Oh yeah, it's got a bite to it. Yeah.
I don't taste. I don't taste it yet. If you swallow it, is it hotter?
No.
Oh, it's not too bad.
From my sister Pam, Pam Murdoch, Salsa, Alaska. Cowboy candy. Thanks, Pam. Love having you coming down for this stuff.
Thanks, Pam.
So I have a stone wall there I built.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick up stones from,
Oh boy.
oh, don't open it now. From the ground and glued them together. Because I saw you do, on your first layout, shale or whatever it was, very small slabs,
Yeah.
and you put them all on your first layout. And I said, well, that's a really cool idea.
Mm.
And I just made some stone walls out of that for mine. Similarly, yours are different. Your whole mountainside is made of shale or whatever it is.
Yeah. Boy, I probably have 150 pounds of shaly ledge on there. This is good. Those weren't that bad. I was really expecting it to burn it up.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I think the pickling really helped it. So I have some people on my channel who've asked me about my finger. And a couple of them commented and I said, ask my brother Ken.
I have cut 2 fingers off in my life. This one and that one.
So how old were we?
We weren't old enough to know better.
No, that's for sure.
It'd
been,
I was like 5 or 6.
was that,
I
I was that young?
Yeah, I think so.
So I was about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Playing in the woodshed where we weren't supposed to be playing. And he had the axe, of course, because he was older. I'd put the blocks of wood up on the thing, and for a 3-year-old, that's quite a feat, I guess. And I guess I left my hand there a little too long, and the axe came down and took that one right out. I don't know how it caught that one.
I'm gonna back up, do a demonstration. You all right here? I don't know if that will pick. So, what we were out in the woodshed. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. Yeah. So we're out in the woodshed with an axe, and we were playing like a robot type thing, and so I had the axe, and I go, whoom, whoom, and he would set the block of wood, and so I go, whoom, and then I'd do a 360-degree turn, and if he was ready or not, I mean,
He
he's gotta
came
be.
down, ready or not.
I did, yeah.
I don't remember anything after that.
I'm surprised I did not get in trouble.
What?
I really
You
didn't.
didn't get in trouble.
Normally it wouldn't have been a pretty scene for the doer, the guy.
Because I was just as much in the wrong, because I wasn't supposed to be out there either.
I think they were more concerned about his health and well-being.
Yeah. And then you lost yours later on here. How did you lose yours?
Wood splitter, but gas powered.
I had nothing to do with it.
I was, Chad was with me. The control stick you push it forward and it stays on. It was low on hydraulics, so it wasn't working, so I went to pull it back, and I stepped in a hole, and when I did, I re-grabbed on the wedge that splits the wood, and that, when it went down and leveled, there was enough hydraulic fluid to activate it, and it came just popped my finger.
We all do crazy things, don't we? Well, thanks for showing me the layout. I think we covered everything we were gonna cover this time around. Appreciate you guys being with us. Thanks for being on with Train Talk with my brother Ken and I.
And my other brother, Mike.
Mike. Maybe we'll do this again over at my set.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, till then, see you next time. Thank you.
So long.